Hi guys, and welcome back to the Boataholic channel. In this video we'll be unboxing, installing and testing a Planar 44D 4kW diesel heater in our Sealine SC35 project boat. I should point out that me and Richard are both novices. This is a DIY install and is merely to document our experience and should not be used as any sort of instructional video. So let's get started. So here we have the unboxing of a Planar 44D.
We hope.
Yes. We haven't opened this before, so we've literally got no idea what's in here. So this was the normal kit, wasn't it? It wasn't the marine kit.
The marine we're gonna know, just because it just didn't suit what we wanted.
No.
For the amount of outlets, and the pipe was expensive.
Yeah.
And
so we've
just seemed easier to buy it all separately.
Yes. So standard kit, and then we've bought the mounting bracket and the exhaust outlet separately.
Well, that's handy for us running it intermediately. That's an interesting box called a control panel.
So we went with the EP.12, was it? The
7-day timer.
7-day timer, yeah.
Exhaust.
Cool, we'll need that.
That like bit, because I feel it's going to spread out. Manual. Connector, some more connectors, some clamps, exhaust, little exhaust, muffler, sorry, not exhaust,
Okay.
apparently, another kit of parts. I would say that is some sort of mounting kit, but we have actually bought a stainless steel marine mount which should fit, hopefully.
Yeah, so we won't need that, will we? I don't think. Intake?
Air intake with silencer. Wow. Let's have it. Let's not have it out yet. We're going to have the loom out next. Loom, and is that your extension did you buy?
Just came with it, whatever came with it.
So
yeah.
You didn't buy the control panel extension yet?
No, not yet.
See if you need it.
So, yeah, exactly. I'm hoping we don't.
That's for the two. Two's not enough, 4 is that. So that is the control panel, so we
might need an extension, yeah.
I'm not sure what that's for, unless that's for a temperature sensor. Or power, sorry, that'll be our battery. Fuel hose. Obviously not marine certified.
No, we'll change that to copper, won't we, at a later date.
Fuel pump.
And the heater.
Just about.
The box.
Of course, it's got a bit sticking out through the box, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on. That'll be the cap for the fuel tank.
Coming out?
Yeah,
For the fight.
Right, it. Oh, exhaust insulation and a dipper, fuel tank dipper, which we won't need.
So how much was this little lot? How much did this cost us? So the kit was $5.17, $5.16?
I think it was with delivery, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then the bracket,
20 quid,
£20.
25.
And then we also bought the skin fitting, didn't we?
Yes.
Which was 30 quid?
35.
Yeah.
Nice Italian skin fitting, actually. So the interesting thing will be, does this
Fit on there.
fit on there? Guess that is an answer to yes.
That'll be a yes.
That'll be a yes then. This is actually a
Good.
D2, D4, a Webasto bracket.
Yes.
But it did say it was the same as the Planar,
So
but
they're
not
all-
in the listing. It did take a bit of a flyer on that one.
So these do seem to be interchangeable between brands, even the Chinese one, I think.
Yeah, yes, I think they do fit the Chinese one. So it's a nice looking unit. Interesting, the 4D has 100mm outlet rather than a 90mm, so we did buy a reducer.
An adapter.
which with a bit of luck will
Lovely.
fit like that.
So that reduces down to 90mm, and then we've got a box of 90mm.
Meters of 90mm, hugely expensive
APK, yeah.
Yeah.
So why did we go for the planar versus Webasto or Chinese?
Half the price.
Yeah.
And they get great reviews, and the Chinese, I didn't put Chinese either in my boat. But then again, people say they work well.
Yeah, we know, we've read
I
reviews.
just wanted something that had a UK supplier.
Yeah.
Well, we did, didn't we? We didn't want to, you know, a Chinese one that comes from China, when it burns out, who are you going to go and see?
Exactly, yeah. We've read lots of reviews about the Chinese ones, and they get good reviews actually, don't they?
Yeah, for what they are.
They're good value for money, but we decided on the planar as a bit of a middle of the road, I guess.
Yeah, Russian.
Yeah.
You know, Russian engineering. But these are designed to work in minus God knows what conditions.
Yes.
Siberian, and obviously really they're truck heaters and not boat heaters.
No, they're just adapted, aren't they?
Just adapted.
Yeah.
So we've got our exhaust skin fitting.
Oh yeah.
Which really was sort of one of the few extras for marinising it, I suppose, which is very nice. Stainless steel, backing plate, twin wall.
And it's got some sort of heat gasket on here, heat-proof gasket.
Well, waterproof gasket, I suppose,
Right.
yeah.
Does that fit on there?
Fits on there nicely. We're not sure if you're supposed to use jointing tape. We'll find out before we do the install.
Oh, was that? What size was that?
24mm.
24mm. Right.
You'd be careful to do a 26, and we did think it might be 26, but it's not.
No.
It's 24, and it fits. So, yeah, very nice. And of course, we might be a bit premature in doing this, but in order to carry on fiberglassing, we need to get a temperature up to 24 degrees, really.
Yeah.
It's too cold.
It's too cold, yeah.
And using a fan heater is just a little bit too expensive.
So when we were doing the fiberglassing last time, we used a fan heater, which was struggling to get the temperature up, and it cost, what, 100 quid?
Yeah, about 90 quid of electricity for about 10 days' work.
Yeah.
So this is going to be cheaper. We put red diesel in it.
Yeah.
It'll be running at probably about a fifth of the cost.
Yeah.
To keep it, and it will also, being 4 kilowatt, will keep it probably up to temperature without any real effort.
Yeah. Well, it's midwinter here at the moment, so we're at what, typically 5 degrees, aren't we?
It could easily drop to -3, 4, 5.
Yeah, exactly.
While we're in the middle of glassing up.
Yeah. So we're going to put this in temporary with this tank, but then what we'll do is modify it when we put the engines back in. So that we can hook it up to the main tanks.
Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff, shall we get started?
Yeah, crack on.
Okay, so we're down in the engine bay, and this is where we need to fit the heater. So on the original boat it would have been fitted probably around here on a white board. So we're not going to do that today, we're just going to do a temporary install probably on here somewhere, and then we're going to mount the plastic fuel tank that's included probably on this bulkhead back here. And then what we'll do is when the fuel tanks go back in, so this is where one of the main fuel tank goes. Once the fuel tanks go back in, we'll plumb them into the main fuel tank using copper pipe. And then what we're going to do is route the hot air through that hole up there. So that goes through to the main cabin, and we're going to route that over to the forward cabin, and then we'll be able to heat that space and do some fiberglassing, even though it's really quite cold in the UK at the moment. So let's make a start. So heater's in, all wired up to the battery, and fuel tank is now fully installed, and so is the fuel pump. So just bear in mind this is a temporary install for us. We will need to remount this again once the fuel tanks have gone in. And we've also got the 90mm air duct there that runs up through into the aft cabin, so I'll just show you that quickly. Okay, so in the rear cabin, and you can see we've drilled a hole there from the engine bay, and I've drilled a series of holes all the way through. We've drilled those holes slightly oversized so that we can insulate the pipework afterwards, and then that pipework runs down. And just as a temporary fix, we're going to drill a hole in this bulkhead just here, and then that will take us through basically into the forward cabin, so we can start doing some fiberglassing on our plug, because it's 0 degrees outside this morning and definitely far too cold to be fiberglassing. And I'll show you quickly the thermostat. Okay, so we've temporarily mounted the thermostat just here, so if we press once and once again, starting, so that should start the heater. Yeah, there we go.
Minutes, and then it will. Then if it is heated,
so it's running, so it's purged, so the diesel's purged through?
Yeah, I pressurised the tank, blew the top of the tank, and pushed it through.
So should we get some warm air in a minute?
Who knows? I can't say I know the answer to that there question mark.
No.
Maybe.
Anything's possible on this project.
Yeah, we've never installed one before, so
no.
You know, we've not gone up in smoke
yet.
Well, you know,
I'm closest to the ladder, so I'll be all right.
And there's no red diesel dripping anywhere.
So how long do we have to wait, do we think? A couple of minutes?
So it's 3 to 5 minutes.
Cool.
To warm the...
So the fan's speeded up, and we're just going to go and see if we've got any warm air in the cabin.
We've certainly got air.
Yeah, that's warm air.
It's starting to warm up, isn't it?
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, that's warm, mate.
It is warm.
Stinks of something, but I think that's just
well, it's all brand
new stuff, isn't it? Yeah, new plastic.
All of that.
Yeah, it's getting hot in there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Happy days.
Like to get a little bit warmer.
No, will do. They do take us 5-10 minutes to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting warmer. Excellent.
Well, now, fill it now.
Is it getting hot now? Oh, yeah. So, Richard's got a FLIR camera.
Yes.
Attached to your
phone.
So we're just going to take some quick temperature readings while it's running at full tilt. So that gives you an idea of where the heat is, which is mainly in the exhaust, as you'd expect.
Which gets really hot.
Yeah, doesn't it? So what's that temperature?
Well, it's now just shutting down, but I've seen it above 150.
Yeah.
The insulation, well, I can't say that seems to do a lot, but maybe it does. I mean, still 120 plus degrees. And then you can see how quickly the heat is lost through the pipe. We're down to 70 degrees there. The outlet's at about 100.
Yeah.
And then in the cabin it's down to about 40.
Yeah.
So insulation is definitely a must, I think.
Yeah. Little something we'll have read online. Starts the heater.
Ain't from Planar, actually.
Yes.
Auto term, they said.
So if we join brown and white,
Which I have.
that should start the heater. And the plan is to do what with that?
The plan is to have that connected via a relay to the demister switch on the helm station.
Which would be great, wouldn't
Which would be great. So we've also got a 90mm wide diverter that we're adding a linear actuator to. So when you operate the demisters, it will close the Y valve or move the Y valve to the demister. outlets and start the planetherm.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
that's the plan.
It'll be interesting.
See if this fires up then.
It's certainly doing something. But now I've got to sit here and hold it for a while.
About 5 minutes. Well, you just twist them together, you nutter.
Well, you don't want to untwist them now. I don't want to oh.
There you go.
Actually, to be fair.
You'll twist it.
There you go. I will twist them. They are now twisted. It sort of seems to not matter whether you untwist them, because it's still running. I suppose it's in its cycle.
Start-up cycle, isn't it? Yeah.
Twisted now.
You'll know, because the fuel pump will
Clicking.
start clicking,
It's
wouldn't it?
purging at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Pump's on.
Was on. Is on.
It's definitely clicking. So we've run a temporary pipe through the cabin, which is going to then push the hot air onto the plug, and we're starting to get, warm air coming out of there. So that brown and white wire, basically if you just short those two connections, that starts the heater on full, which, as Richard says, that's ideal for our demister. Perfect. Okay, that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up and hit the bell notification if you want to be notified of any future videos, and we'll be back soon with another video on our project boat. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.